I'm a very practical person. It's one of my most frustrating traits because I'm also very optimistic. I think my optimism is a defense mechanism because I don't think I would have had the strength to get up in the past if I didn't have hope. Hope is supposed to be a light inside of you. It is supposed to warm you, sustain you through the unimaginable. It doesn't feel like that right now. Last night, even this morning, I felt so numb I didn't want anything. Every time I tried to look for a silver lining, I just found more pain. Right now, my hope feels like a weight in my chest. I feel like I'm drowning in it, just so overwhelmed and unprepared for the work it will take to sustain it. I think that is because my hope is very closely aligned with my patriotism. I can trace my bloodline back to the first steps of this country on both winning and losing sides. A lot of the pain I'm dealing with right now is coming to terms with the fact that a large portion of the country I love so much hates people like me. When we first became homeless, the worst thing about it was the uncertainty. I didn't know when I'd have a space to myself again. I didn't know if I'd have a career to come back to. I am extremely grateful for the person who has rented us this motel for the past few weeks. I know we can't stay here forever, and I knew that before the vote, but I guess I put a lot of faith in this election because even though there is so much uncertainty in my life right now, there was security in one of the options. Security that is now gone. Even if we found a house tomorrow, I'm not certain how long we'd be able to keep it. So much of our future was dancing on a tightrope that we've just fallen off of. Our ability to pay our rent relies on the stability of the government program that helps us pay it. I was in the emergency room last weekend for the 7th time this year because of my chronic illness. If I lose Obamacare, I will not be able to maintain my health enough to handle any job. I nearly died the first 2 weeks after I first got my insurance through it, so I am very terrified to lose healthcare coverage again. I was terrified to send my brother to school this morning. I am afraid to go outside, to even exist in a country with people who feel so justified in their hatred that their children feel it's appropriate to tell a classmate to sit at the back of the bus. People that make me terrified to wear a hoodie or a pride bracelet or even risk wearing a scarf on a bad hair day. But I am beyond blessed to live in one of the most progressive states in this nation. I have a family whose love for me is not something that can be voted on. I have people who believe in me and want to do everything they can to help me succeed. There are people in this country who don't have that. There are children who feel that their only pathway, that their future was just taken from them without their consent. That's why I'm not allowed to let my hope die out. That's why I'm not allowed to give up. I am scared to post this. I know it could bring a lot of backlash against me, but I truly have nothing to lose. I have no home. I have no job. What little I do have is set to be put on the ash heap of history. I cannot give up on my country even when it seems that my country has given up on me. I have to fight for those who have even less than I do. One of my favorite quotes is an ancient Greek proverb that says, "Society grows great when old men plant the seeds of a tree whose shade they know they shall never sit in." That is the soul of my America. It is our job to tend the trees our founders planted, the ones our loved ones lost their lives for, to protect the ones that are still growing and to plant the ones we won't ever be able to touch. We cannot set fire to all the good that we've done. We cannot give up on the idea of a full and luscious forest. So if your hope feels more like a burden than a blessing, take heart. It's going to take a lot of hard work, and it will definitely get worse before it gets better. But we are the ones who will make America great again. I'll see you soon. Bye.